What's up, everybody? And I know a lot of you are saying, well, from that title, I'm expecting to hear something. Well, what do I mean? Well, as many of you know, I think about health and, how cells and things work together. Well, an internal affair is an affair that happens internally, right? It's like a dis-ease, right? So it's one of those things where if your cells have a affair, meaning they connect to, let's say, the free radicals or whatever the case may be, it will create some type of cancer or dis-ease within the body. Now, this can also be starved out through fasting, which this is where the reboot happens. However, how long you're able to hold out depends on, well, how long are you able to fast for? See, because the structures for the tumor build weak bridges. So think about this. If you are not used to driving a heavy truck on icy bridges, and the bridge is weak and you don't have a lot of experience, how are you going to get across the bridge safely and calculate everything correctly when your focus was never there? Now, when you're, let's just say driving a little sedan, coupe, or whatever, minivan or a pickup truck, right? Granted, your car might be heavier or lighter, but what's gripping is not giving friction to the floor if there's ice on it, right? So therefore, there's a disconnect. Same thing happens in the body when your cells start working with the opposite side or the opposing force in order to, well, because it's lazy, right? And this is what happens, right? When the stuff that goes into your body, whether it's processed or not, if it remains sediment, right? Think potential energy, right? It's never kinetically released. So what happens, right? Think about it like a car. What happens when the oil in your car and the fluids in your car don't get drained during transportation? Well, the car gets damaged and messed up, right? And it could ruin the engine, right? But you have to rev your engine every day to get rid of the fuel that you didn't burn from the night before. Right? So when you're speaking about health, when you're speaking about the mentality and things like that, not only remember what you're putting into your body, but why are you feeling that pull, that connection, or that push to go in that direction? I'll go ahead and leave you with this. Think of words of affirmation, right? After a while, like a chorus, right? Within a song, you keep repeating something because there's something you want somebody to remember or you want yourself to remember. So you repeat it over and over again. But when it comes to other things, right, negativity, it weighs heavy on the brain because, well, the positive stuff is just supposed to happen, right? So this is where the optimism comes into place, and this is where people develop false realities. And then, of course, because of the false reality and the glass ceiling, they develop negative attitudes, and they forget to not just look up, but down because, well, you're here on Earth. It's a sky and it's blue and I can see today because the sun is out. Clearly, I'm lit up right now on camera, right? Or else it would be difficult to see me because of the camera quality. I mean, how many of you, whether you have an Android or not, have taken a selfie picture, right? It works better when there's more light. So, thank you. If you haven't seen Class, please check it out. There's one called Seeing in Between, which I think was one that helped out a lot of people, just like some pain in the ass once helped me. So I love you guys. Make sure you check it out. And if you haven't seen Class, it stands for Creativity, Logic, Art, Science, and Spirituality and how it all comes together. Mike City, out.